nation ruled the nation.
Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Oh my Friday, man. Yes, my weekend. Friday morning. This is the TBS. Good morning, folks. It's great to be back on the Friday edition of Liberia's biggest breakfast show. Popped across the 15 counties in the land and breadth of the Republic of Liberia. Many say TGIF. Oh, yes. Thank God it's Friday. Oh, yeah. Friday morning, my kind of morning. Yes, one way to say good morning. Good morning to the 15 counties. This is the breakfast show. This is your favorite show. Every morning you listen up. Good morning to our silent listeners. You don't call, you don't text. Always follow the Truth Breakfast Show. I like to say good morning. So much to talk about. The love of liberty brought us together. Let justice be done to all. Good morning, Nimba. Good morning, Lofa County. Yes, good morning, Grangy. How is it this morning? Yeah, good morning, Bombing Bomb. Bapolo, good morning. Mangibi, good morning. Yes, I'd like to say good morning to the Southeasterners, Maryland County Grand Crew. Yes, River G, River S, Sino County, good morning. This is the TBS. My name is O'Neill. This is O'Neill Rebels. The roads are all wet. If you're driving this Ansu don't need that kind of body. Ansu body is like a real box to box cracker. Yeah, so trust me. I gave 1 month bottle will drop. Anything to wake up in the morning.
So I knew it would work me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not easy. Yes, but we used to it.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
And gradually,
hold on.
yeah.
They will go say laughing is something good.
Mhm.
Look, you don't know. You're listening to us every through the radio, but go through a lot. So let me stress free myself, right?
Yeah.
Madeline Sa say Ansu body looks like a minister body. If you see Ansu walking, he feels like some kind of deputy minister of administration, Ministry of State. Yeah, yeah, Madeline, you're right. Yeah, Ansu body look like Anyway, good morning to you.
Yeah, O'Neill, thank you. Thanks so much. And thanks to for the confidence to in Chuck's bill in me. And thanks for the nurturing, thanks for and the advices, and everything, thanks for the guidelines. It's not an easy thing, but you said you can make it. And gradually I'm getting there
Yeah.
because when I first started, the neck and tendon started to be heavy, but now I'm free in the morning hour.
That's about it.
Yeah, I'm catching up with the time.
Mhm.
So, I'm getting there.
Be like me, be like me. Saturday morning, I'll practice with Mustafa Raji.
Mhm.
I'll practice with Kaseko.
Mhm.
I'll practice with Christopher. We are on the poll will be LFA president right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all Buddhists and stuff like that. But that's how we cope with it.
Yes. And that's just what I'm doing.
Mary Betty said to the God. Look, Ansu look like a commissioner. If President Barker sees Ansu, you'll feel like this is one of his able minister. Eh?
So you just look at the body and say, let the man come on. Yeah, I look at the body and say, let the man come on. The body I'm going to reduce this body, so my man come on.
Come on, Bo.
Yeah,
You can make it.
You can make it. But it would though, because
Yeah,
it whole mean
Mhm.
it whole mean from 6 in the morning
Mhm.
scale up to 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, before I start looking for maybe about breakfast.
Okay, yeah, because you have the closing argument in the night.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and I couldn't just, I believe it was on Wednesday. I was here for in the morning hour all the way up to 1 o'clock. Yeah. I said, why? You know, and sometimes you be asking, I said, but only you are very strong. You come early in the morning by 6 and you spend the whole day up to 6 o'clock, 6, 7 before you go home.
If you're willing to see me the girl, but I didn't know you're ready for it.
So for, you know, I'm seeing myself getting your shoe. I say, but you let them see me on you. And always telling him about him, you know, getting adjusted or used to the time. You know, I myself, I'm funny. That's his step. I stayed my entire day that night. And I went home again, woke up the next morning, which was Thursday morning. I was back here again with you. And it keep growing. So as I said, the night, everything about it is getting free.
Okay.
And I'm getting adjusted to the time. Yeah.
Guess what?
Yeah.
As you're talking, I'm here thinking about my president. My president, Joseph Boykai. Boykai looks so young. Since Boykai became president, yeah, no one talking about sleeping business. Yeah. Because if the president go in this poll, I'm going to say that the whole country is sleeping. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, la photo a nice signal there. Yeah. Yeah. The old man looking so energetic. Anyway, yes, good one. Let's see what we have this one. It's Friday. At the Friday edition of the Truth Breakfast Show. Thank you so much. Thanks to our southern listeners. I want to say thank you for the invitation, Professor Richmond Anderson. I'm not going to lecture at the university. You have asked me to do a one-day lecture series at a state-run university. But 3 days now, no classes. So, Prof, I don't know how the other invitation is going to work. Yeah, let's see what we have for the lineup this morning.
Thank you. So, it's Friday, June 14, 2024. The June 14 edition for the TBX will bring you shortly have tips with David Kuti, followed by review of the Paybox. Don't forget, this show is proudly sponsored by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited. We run throughout days of disruption of classes at the state-run University of Liberia. We're definitely going to talk about it. MPP struggling with rebranding. All right. NPA boss Sekou Douglas. This makes several employees at NPA. So definitely going to talk on it this morning. The NBC gets a facelift. And that should be what the Bureau of
National Bureau of Concession.
Okay. This morning, public outcry for the return of Abraham Kremal, the LDA box, 8:20 to 8:30 a.m. Talk to your leader segment. That will run us up to 8:30, from 8:30 to 9:10 a.m. this morning. We'll be talking about health matters on the first segment of the TBX. Dr. Ifoksad will be our guest, talking about how to live a healthy life. 9:10 spokes, entertainment, commercials, brought to you by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited. 9:15 to 10 o'clock a.m. on the live segment of the TBX. This morning, we'll be on a 60 minutes for international organization. That's for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Minister Charisman Pam Reid. Our key focus this morning, we'll be looking at leadership and self-motivation in the mix of our country first.
Yes, beautiful lineup. Yes, great breakfast. Great Friday. You know, we won't do 2 hour politics on a Friday.
Yeah.
So Minister Charisman, Assistant Minister for International Organization. Yes, will be our last segment guest. And the first segment is all about health matters. Yes, let's bring you health tip with David Ernest Kuti. David's going to fill us in with our health tip. David loves this job so much. We must all thank God for David's, accepting this pro bono job. Yeah, so let's bring on our health tip.
I think Mr. Cody joined health practitioner attention now.
Yeah.
You see, health people want to
make consulting the Ministry of Health there. They may know too much about health. Their reactionary tendency. Abbas, Mara and Clara, Amanda. Okay, there's a person that will pay so much. She's sleeping in Parliament. With that position, she's going to fall.
Like you been sleeping in Parliament.
Yes, great. Let's hear what you have this morning on the Friday morning.
We're talking about old people trouble today. Even though it's not only old people that can be affected, but it's actually old people trouble. So all the old people like me, listen, arthritis. Arthritis is a deadly disease that killed 18,000 people globally in 2023 alone, just in 1 year. 18,000 people died because of arthritis. Arthritis is the swelling and stiffness of the joints, your knee, your this and but it has no cure, but it can be managed. What causes arthritis? Number one, increasing age. When you get older, once you pass 40, 50, my friend, you must expect small problem with your knee, your joints, everywhere. Number two, smoking. Because if you smoke, you gotta stop. Number three, having a family history of arthritis. So if your family people like your pa, your mom, your uncle before, it will not necessarily come to you, but expect it to happen. Number two, previous damage to a joint. For example, you play football, like me, Ansu, you go play football and you have a problem with your knee. There's an injury. If you don't take it away soon, my friend, it can be a problem. Number five, activities that involves repetitive movement of the joint. All right. Now, arthritis can affect the hands, the wrist, the knees, and let me tell you what happened to you.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Mr. Cody. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. You're alive. Go ahead.
And
Why?
There, go ahead. You're live.
You're alive.
David?
It's like a slipper.
Well, I'm hearing you. Go ahead, please.
okay, I said a guy wanted to do something, and he parked his car right in the bush. When he got into the bush, he tried to do something, but the knee could not bend because it was stiff. Arthritis grabbed it, it was not bending. And that was a serious problem. I don't know what happened to it, but it happened. Now, arthritis can also bother your hips, your feet, and your ankles, your shoulders, and your lower back. Now, these are food that you're not supposed to eat if you have arthritis. Please listen carefully. Fast food like sausages, hot dog, burgers, hamburger, king burger, McDonald's, all those foods. Don't eat them if you have arthritis. Be very careful. Number two, alcohol. Don't drink alcohol if you have arthritis. Don't eat red meat. So you go to a food restaurant, the first thing you can ask for is good meat. The good meat ready? You got good meat here? If you have arthritis, don't eat good meat. Eat the dairy products like chocolate milk, ice cream, strong shake, and all this kind of thing. And stop eating salty foods. And those of you who go to restaurants, by the time you get there, you ain't eating the food yet. The first question is, you're giving small salt. Stop that. It is not good. Too much salt will not be good for arthritis. Remember this. If you have bad breath or sting mouth, you are not alone. But you can do something about it. What you can do about it is to visit the dentist once or twice every year. In fact, do it once every 6 months. And the reason for that is that the dentist is looking them up, check all around to see if you have a problem, and they will solve it for you. You're not alone because there are 2,400,000,000 people globally who have bad breath. Yes, I mean it. 2,400,000,000 people around the world that have bad breath. Now, you know, but you can do something about it. The medical term for bad breath is halitosis. There's no particular solution or medicine for bad breath. It depends on the problem. The problem could be sinusitis, which means sinus infection. The problem could be latency. It could be daily tone. It could be cancer. It could be gum disease. That's all for today. So my advice to you is, please go to the hospital to find out what is happening with your bad breath. It's no disgrace. Doctors are confidential people. You'll not leave and start talking about you. The doctors are trained for that. The first course that doctors took in school is called confidentiality. So don't be ashamed. Go there and talk to them. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Where you heading to? You heading to the president's house?
No, I am headed to ELBC.
Okay.
I'm hosting somebody to talk about stroke today and sexual weight.
Okay.
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 Wish you a happy weekend. Yeah, enjoy the weekend.
Deve. Avaz.
Yeah, yeah, no. Majority of the divorce cases today in the world come from this erectile dysfunction.
Okay, that Monday headline there, Monday topic.
Yeah, I would do that.
Okay.
Just about the way.
Yeah.
I said on there.
Oh,
No.
you're sure you started show already?
So already. So
Yes, thank you. There, that's go to with our help taste a regular feature right here on the Truth Breakfast Show. What's making news from the print media coming out? Let's bring you the review of the local dailies. Yes, how much I love the theme song. The first time I listened to the theme song, I said no. In fact, it was State of the Nation
Mhm.
normally introduced the song.
Okay.
Yes, and I asked Chris, I said, no, I need this theme song.
Mm.
Yes, it's for a motion picture called Mohana.
Okay.
It's a cartoon movie. Yes, it's a very beautiful one. Yes, what's making news from the print media this morning? Let's start with our first stop. This have to do with the front page Africa. The front page of the front page Africa. Friday morning, John 14. The major story, fostering social economic development. It's a major story captured on the front page Africa, yeah. It says fostering social economic development. What I'm saying our President Joseph Boyka, is captured here on the front page, and of course, the CEO of Navin Jaju announces U.S. 2 billion Western Cluster investment plan. Okay, in a meeting here with the president. Okay, so President Boyka is captured, yeah, the CEO from Western Cluster. Damn, the confident will be on there. On the front page of the front page Africa. Grab a copy and read the rest of the story. Yeah, let's see if I can go out to our next one. Not many papers this morning. I don't know why. What happened with the editors this morning? Um, let's move on with uh, our next stop, and this is the Independent newspaper on the newsstand for $40 What's on the front page of the Independent? Fair trials, orders necessary. It's a major story, yeah. It says fair trials, orders necessary. Adaman Dempster tells U.S. Congress a Liberia wars crimes code hearing. There's a major story on the front page of the Independent. Grab a copy. We are refused the VIP lodge. Government asserts bunks claims of the 9 ex-president George Weah access to the airport. There's a sub-list story here on the front page. Grab a copy of the Independent. Let's go to the back page. What am I seeing on the back page? The back page of the Independent. LIA deports Indian national for overlapping. What is this? I'm seeing an Indian national. Yeah, it's on the back page. This is Steve Zago area. LIS immigration. LIA deports Indian national for overlapping. What? Grab a copy and read the rest of the story. Still on the back page. Joseph Boyka pays condolence visit to Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Yes, this picture is actually trending on the social media. It's on the back page of the Independent. Soup demands justice for Water Susulu. Yes, it's a sub story. You remember this guy who was beaten
Mhm.
during what's the rally name? Fix the Country rally.
It's a country rally.
Yes, yeah, I remember. So the Vanguard Student Unification Party movement, SAO, yes, at the State Royal University demands justice for Swasulu. Let's go on to our next time. Not seeing the Inquirer newspaper. Let's move on to the New Republic. The front page of from the New Republic. Western cluster to invest 2 billion. Okay, 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 okay. If this not happening, then we'll continue with our, we'll be on Western cluster, right? It's on the front page of the New Republic. Yes, soup makes demand. It's a sub-lead story here, still on the front page of the New Republic. What sort of demand is? People won't understand soup. The makes a demand. You can grab a copy. 6 handcuffed drug suspect arrested in Maryland. Yeah, man. Hey, man. AB Crowman, man. We're missing AB Crowman, man. We're missing Abraham Crowman, man. AB Crowman, man. 6 handcuffed drug suspect arrested in Maryland. It's a sub-list story from the New Republic. Yeah, let's go to the back page. What the back page have? Illegal miners jail in Bapolu. Bapolu, pa? Yeah, Bapolu. Yeah. Illegal miners jail in Bapolu County. It's a major story on the back page from the New Republic. Said the police commander risks lawsuit for what? For alleged harassment and intimidation. It's on the back page from the New Republic. You can grab a copy and read the rest of the story this morning. Namon urges Darius DeLong, Admiral Conan, to do what? To disclose retreat expenditure. Nemo is asking the two senators. These senators are so popular on the social media. Yes, they have huge followers, but they find it very hard if you did. Anyway, so Nemo urged them to disclose retreat expenditure. It's on the back page of the New Republic. I'm not seeing the Inquirer and the rest of the papers, but again, I'd like to say thank you so much. Thanks for all of the papers coming in. On a Friday morning of the Truth Breakfast Show, 96.1, the Heart and Soul of Liberia. Again, the show is proudly sponsored by Orange. Orange now, today the Euro Cup of Nations start, Euro 2024 start. So if you want to recharge your SATCOM, you can use Orange Money. There is no service charge for that. Yes, if you have the exact $30 to recharge your SATCOM for 1 month, you can use Orange Money and recharge with no service charge attached. You can also recharge with the DSTV. You can send one money if Madeline wants to send. I'm sure Madeline gets something on Orange Wallet. You don't know it all. If you yeah, push her. If Madeline makes a transfer to Martin Hayes, who's graduating tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, from Cordington.
Congratulations.
Yeah, Martin Hayes graduating. She can send for Orange Wallet with all service charge. So maybe she want to send, say, my man, you can buy a late $10 gas. No service charge to it. It's direct. But if Martin too now wants to go and withdraw that money, just 1%, he is going to be taking that. Before then, will be like $2.50. But Orange is the only network that is doing this for many subscribers.
Okay.
Yes, you can buy, pay your water bills. You know, water and sewer now, you want to pay your water, your sewage bill, you can use the Orange Money doing so. Then the Pan African Bank, Echo Bank, the credit card is making a major headwaves. Yes, many of you decide now going through, you take a loan from the bank, and so the bank is saying you can have the credit card and go through your financial records and you can make a loan. The Echo Bank credit cards comes in two forms. The Premier, if you have a big business, and what the Advantage cards. So the Premier, you can credit up to 10,000 using the credit cards from Echo Bank. This is the first of its kind in like since 1847. For Liberia to have a bank that's using the what? The credit card, only Echo Bank. And how do you have the credit card? If you want to make a credit from the bank, you have to have a saving account with the bank and you have either a saving account or a salary account.
Okay.
Yes, from Echo Bank, the Pan African Bank. Okay. Yes.
So this big question I always ask you, the salary account, can I go for maybe 1 or 2 months ahead if I want my July or my August?
Yes, and your pay of the interest will just 3%.
Okay.
Yes, so but next we'll have a team again coming from Echo Bank because they launched another service in the diaspora. Liberians all the years have complained so much. You send money back home to your relative to be a little 1 or 2 room apartment, the person eat the money. So the bank now is going to this real estate thing, settling mortgage and thing. So you see how Echo Bank is expanded. Many people cry. You send money down from overseas for someone to build a little home, and the person will just take someone a picture and send and say, yeah, the construction is ongoing. When you come down to see, you see no progress, nothing. So the bank now, so we'll have a team from Echo Bank by next week that will join us.
Okay.
Yes, this is very good. Yes, again, want to say good morning, welcome to the TBS. Good morning to our president. It's good that we wish our leader well. Yes, President Boyka, you look young every day. Whenever I see the president, although since I did the interview, that wonderful, that prophetic interview that I had with Joseph Boyka, where he told me that I should start practicing how to call him president. I've not had time to see the president. Yes, yet. But fortunately, I've met George Weah one-on-one, as president.
No time yet to see the
Yes,
president.
I've not had time to see the president. And I'm still thinking, Sirleaf society, where you have this kind of prophetic, like America is having an election in November of this year. Donald Trump, Joe Biden, who's 81, right? If Joe Biden says, or Donald Trump says, or Anderson Cooper, one of the fastest show on CNN, Anderson 360, and you have a massive prediction of you winning the election, and for that talk show host to not see the president, I'm still yet to get over it. But that's not the issue. Let's move on to the big one. A lot of things happening to the Bureau of Concession. Let me just say the NBC, the National Bureau of Concession, is just on the Congo Town Boulevard there. I'm seeing lots of improvement. People are now going to work on a regular basis. I want to say good morning to the team there. Remember, 2 months ago, Maka and I was on the NBC. We visited that area that was looking like a packed garage. Just how the NTA looks like. The NBC was building was like a real modern day packed garage. But today, if you go to the Bureau of Concession, if the president decides to just make a stop by at the National Bureau of Concession, you'll see a real facelift.
That's good.
Yes, that's a good one. And the building is just right on the road. Investors will come and will come and pass through the NBC. That place, that small protest used to build to the NBC, the fight. And I want to say kudos to Bill Clinton's camera. Yes. Bill is a very quiet guy. He don't love the media too much. But there's a lot of work going on the NBC. So when seeing progress in government, although the government is struggling with a lot of PR, this one tune on. Good morning to the folks at the Ministry of Information, Culture, and Tourism. Make a tune in and play. Forget about state radio. Tune in to various FM.
Yes.
Almost everybody is attacking the government. I don't know. Tune in. Just make a tune. Germany, PR, good morning. I don't normally greet you. PR, good morning. Forget about 99.9 state radio. And just make a tune from one frequency to another. You hear everybody is like on the government's neck. So I'm seeing little progress at the NBC, the Bureau of Concession, and kudos to the team there. Your work and justify your just earned salary. Before then, people used to sit home and wait to get their life from the bank. These are people who will say, "Oh, government pay you."
Yeah.
Ansu?
Yeah. Government pay.
Government not pay you. They put only us. You don't even go to work.
They stay home and complain. No?
Complain. Yeah.
Government pay you.
Government pay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's been weird, though.
It's real. Yeah.
That's been weird.
Yeah, but kudos, man. And so, I mean, there's a lot of progress.
Yeah.
Let's go to State Run University. My alma mater, the Luke's Internal Bread, the University of Liberia. You know what Professor Richmond Anderson reached out to me and said, well, I want you to be a guest lecturer in one of my classes. And I said to him, let's work on the schedule. I mean, you are mentor for some of us. So coming back, I mean, to lecture students in the communication department, at least for a day, that'll be a good thing. But the state-run university, look, earning a bachelor degree, at least is for 4 years. But there are people at the state-run university you go for 9 years. Because of what? Every day there are disruption of classes. This is why there are others who will say, but then I prefer to go to, other private university.
Private university.
Yes. Just for common buses, so no buses to take students. Students say, well, we can't be leaving from Painesville, Garnersville, Central Monrovia. We can go to Fendale. Shutting down. They disrupt classes. To this third day, no serious class at LU. LU have become a no-go school institution. It's a very sad thing. There are a lot of good products that are out here in government that came through the walls of the University of Liberia. It's a very sad thing. And sometimes I listen to the guys on Soup. Soup too, man, I don't really understand Soup. George Weah was a bad apple, right? They wanted George Weah to go. They was involved. Soup was one of the main campaigners for George Weah going, right?
Yeah.
Now, they are on Joseph Boyka in less than 6 months. But that's not the issue. The main issue, bosses should be there to take students to school. And if our lawmaker sits on a national budget, look at the budget for the University of Liberia. how would the issue of the UL be addressed? Almost all of our lawmakers now have university, and that's the issue.
Yeah.
Sawolo Nelson may not be the problem at the University of Liberia. If you bring a new president that is state run, you still have that same problem. Almost most of our senators, representatives, all have university in their own names.
The guys are focusing in so much in their own interest now. The state, their university being run around by lawmakers and what they are focusing to. Some of them even want to make sure that they can have something in the budget for their university. So
Yeah.
they're no more.
I mean, someone don't get this, but
Yeah.
for example, Sir Joseph is building one of the biggest universities in his own name. These are people who sit on the budget and make the decision, right? The political godfather of Nima County, PYJ University, right? The deputy speaker of Tamafala University, right? Somewhere in those vocation, and all of our those the UL used to be very attractive. Students used to leave from Kenya, Ghana, Nigeria to attend the state-run university. Today, our own state-run university is crumbling. I feel sorry for the students. I feel sorry for the professors. LU is an old age thing. So until then that can be resolved, I mean, we'll have protests on our state-run campus back and forth.
Exactly. So,
Come on, bosses.
yeah. For boss business.
Yeah.
Bosses cannot get students from Fenna back to Monrovia. Cannot get the students back to the Vera home. So it causes serious problem on you. That what you said. And sometimes this thing take a days to this entire day. You understand? So at the end of it, you see that going to lead support going to 9 years.
Yes.
Instead
Instead you make a regular 4 years
4 years.
on a graduate program.
Because in a whole 1.5 year, we took to protest.
Yeah.
So it was just on protest for almost a 1.5 years. So now how can we catch up to get the 4 years completed? So that it's something in which I think the government will step in. Like you said, soup. They've been there from the previous government with that pressure on former President Weah, now on to this government. I think that they need to organize themselves better.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to.
And I think they have reached out to me for interviews, and it's sad to say, I don't want to say I've been denying them, but I've said it because I used to be a member of SU before.
Yeah,
that should be a general reason. Look, gentlemen, I'm not going to grant you the interview now.
just
Some of them feel disappointed about me. I said because George Weah 6 years, it was like you and the president. So every president now
Yeah,
will have similar problem. Where are we going as a student? Look, students in the US, in Europe, they'll always ask the question why. Eh?
Yeah.
Essential is on Nathaniel McGill today. You bring in, let him come to the university. Don't throw his stones at him, right? Bring him. Why is it? Why Essential you? Why is it? Call Amara Kone, call Darius DeLong. DeLong, you was the best man in the city, yeah, but the light. Why is it you hide some information? That's how the university should be. But every night and day, look, protest. Look, gentlemen, I'm not going to grant your interview. If you want to take it other way, but that is it. Invite these guys. Let them. That's how the UL used to be. Bring them. Dylan, a 5-day or 4-day retreat. You say 4-day retreat. Amara said 2 days retreat, right?
yeah,
The spokesman of the Senate say for the 7,000 was spent on the retreat. The pro tem said 50,000. Tell us. Let the student be asking this kind of question. That's how our university should be. Otherwise, else every day, look, we'll be sad. Sarolo will not be the problem though. The students. Invite these guys. When they come, don't throw a stone.
get a forum.
The last Serena
the
Sivas
years.
passed through, right?
Yeah.
Serena was on the show on the closing argument last night.
Yeah,
Serena passed through his vehicle. They was throwing stone. Invite Serena. Look, you were Solicitor General, right? You have 3 top leaders going to the court. Joseph Boyka, Cummings, Bernard Ure, and you as Solicitor General. Let's look at your role. Why the U.S. sanction you? Don't throw stone. That's how our students should be. This is interlegialism, man. Look,
create a forum
yeah,
where
man.
you can mix all your leaders and have that full interaction with them. That full interaction.
So
Create that forum, create a platform. And if they see it on you, like maybe you trying to deny them, then that's their own thinking. But I think you just want to be very civil with them, to just give them the facts, because when they come, they see knocks, And what's the essence of this interview?
Yes.
What do you people want to put out? Because you guys have been doing so many interviews and other stuff for a couple of years, it's just been the same. So I think you're very bold in real with them.
Ask the question, why?
Yeah.
Why? Anyway, so because of time this morning, on Monday we'll look at a lot of things happening at the NPA, the National Port Authority. Serious dismissal. I don't want to put it at witch hunt. Sekou Dukley.
Is that Sekou Jet dismissing people?
Yes, a serious dismissal happened in the National Port Authority. We'll have an exclusive feature on the NPA, the National Port Authority. What is happening and bring you an in-depth, the gateway for our country. Cannot be a political ground. The National Port Authority, the free port, under the watchful eyes of Sekou Dukley. At some point in time, Sekou was blackmailed when you just got appointed.
Yeah.
But this is not blackmailing now. If he had crossed his bond, where his managerial skill, we'll be looking at it. What is happening at the NPA? I mean, it's unbelievable. Joseph Boyka is president for every one of us. I feel proud to call him my president. So if a Liberia is working, if you go after his job, after they are self-funded members of Sekou Dukley were employed, we have some of the listing here, the payrolls and all of it. We didn't go into it. But what is happening now at the NPA, I mean, it's disturbing. So the NPA, the National Patriotic Party, is not ready for business. Let me just say, NPP. Look, in marketing, you know it takes we call rebranding. This is a political party that run this country as head of state in 1997. And today, NPP is still struggling. The PR team struggling at the National Patriotic Party with all the big needs NPP have. Ansu, I feel sorry for the guys, the media guys in the NPP. Is NPP ready? Look, one part will be a full blast. But
and they have some top of features.
Nah, man, that's one putting back on board.
They have some top of features.
That's one post came back. All that thing is just on Facebook. Yes. Just make one post and forget about it. Then the few people that will come and comment, you rest and show. That's not marketing. That you're not rebranding the party after leaving for the coalition.
Where are you going? They're organized here.
Yeah. I wanted to squeeze in a few calls, but the Senate today will make a decision. Momo Saras, good morning to you. On this issue of the LDEA. I will say that now, I've gone back to square one. Good morning to my president, President Boyka. Good morning. This city here, this challenge city, we are seeing our police right now. Y'all take a look. We have police everywhere in the city. 8 p.m., 9 p.m., we don't see our police. With AB Kruma absence, and it's causing a serious problem. The investigation, the full report will be out probably on today.
From the Senate?
From the Senate.
Okay.
On security, you should watch all the videos and watch everything. And what party guy has done posting on the social media that he's out country is a very sad thing to the president. Good morning to you. Your deputy at the LDA made a post that is in Senegal. Why investigation is ongoing. They are pushing the citizen against the president. You can't do it. The president called for investigation. You talk to your social media, having a good time in Senegal. Are you serious? Look, the Senate is missing AB Kruma. Let me just say it. I'm not going to hold it back and forth. Even in the Western media, these things happen, right? AB Kruma is like a brand. AB Kruma is a serious brand. The Senate is missing AB Kruma. AB Kruma name is like a mirror broad name. Before there were mirror broad was MCC boss. When you hear mirror breaker coming, you're trying to arrange yourself. Whether there is so, you're trying to arrange yourself immediately. That's how, from the moment AB Kruma name was announced in the city here, not just Motorado, the entire 15 county, it shook the whole city. And to fight drugs by President Boyka, to fight drugs is not an easy thing. The city is missing Abraham Kruma. I mean, no disrespect to my friend Chris, who is the OIC there.
Yeah.
But the city is missing Abraham Kruma. You like it or not? All of you in power, you have your butt. Let's not claim politician in the city some way, somehow. Sorry if I'm saying this. All of you have made mistakes. Look at the Senate. Look at the horse of Senate. 50,000 was spent on just on retreat. With this investigation, Momo, all of you, the city is missing Abraham Kruma. AB Kruma absence is causing a serious panic with our challenge city. Gregory is doing well in the daytime, but the nighttime, night patrol, that whole night patrol, the police need rebranding. The night patrol, it need rebranding. But the city is missing AB Kroba. Let's take a few calls up. Then we'll bring Dr. Ifosa. Yes.
I think Fadika has put himself in that big box.
Yeah, you can do that. If investigation ongoing, you have a post like our country. Are you killing me? You can do that to the president. You can do it for the president. That's dishonest to the president, to your citizen, and your very self. You can do it. Let's pick a few calls up. Then we'll bring our guests. At least let's take for 5 minutes. We'll bring this one we're talking looking at health matter, the importance of living a healthy life.
So you can call us on at 077-285-961. 077-285-961.
Yes, let's do call at least for 5 minutes. Then we'll link up with our guests.
Go ahead. Okay. 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 All right.
That's
good. That's
yes,
good.
at least for 5 minutes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, please don't hold on to the lines. So basically, right? 077-285-961 are the numbers for you to call. Good morning. Go. Yeah, you are live. Go ahead quickly. No time. Okay. Okay.
All right.
All right. So
Yeah.
let's go 30 seconds, please.
Yeah, let's do a 30 seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds, please.
I mean, that's my point of this. The city is missing Abraham Kroma. On a very serious note, all of our senators, I mean,
yeah, good morning.
Yeah, yes, let's hold on with the call that the guest is already here, but so
Okay.
closer and so 2 or 3 minutes or so. This city is missing Abraham Kroma. We like it or not. You see, the whole Senate, everybody is thinking about the Senate. I mean, those who go and sit on the investigation about the 3 suspended people, right? Momo Cyrus, do a tour. Don't do a background investigation. The drugs guys are rejoicing because of the absence of Abraham Kroma. A brain. Do you know what is a brain in marketing? AB Kroma. You take AB off. You replace AB Kroma. You ready for drugs. Look at our brothers, our sisters out there.
Only just
and every target, let me just tell you this.
Yeah.
Every target was not going for those. I mean, those who are taking the drugs in. You are going for those who selling it. You see that? Because if you arrest everybody who is say taking kush or whatsoever, you don't have praising for them. So the people that bring it in country, let's cut them off. Let's get them cut off. We cut them off, then we can have this rehabilitation program for them.
Yeah.
But the men are bringing it. You can cut the men off. You think? I mean, the buyer will happen. Mr. President, in a humble tune to you, you are president for this country. Our president, Joseph Boyka, that Boyka will won. They said is crying for Abraham Kroma. And that's fair enough. The 48 law of power. All shine your master, law 1. He was disrespected. That video, watch it, sitting, insulted. And it to throw him out will be a very sad thing for our country. I'll stop on this note. Yes, let's get our guests coming up right now.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thanks for all of your calls, man. Those of you, the wise men around the president, man. Why the wise men? The wise men around the kings.
All right.
Yes, let's link up with our guests this one, so you can pick up. Let me cool off.
Yeah. I can see it. Yeah, people get you. You almost want to cross Yeah, we'll probably not hear that. But that's it. It's clear the folks welcome. It's at the TBS this morning here on Truth 96.1, the Friday edition. We have us in studio. The guys come from the Comex Institute of Medical Science. All right. And we have us Dr. Ifosa with us here in studio this morning. And we are going to be discussing about healthy life. Dad, good morning. Welcome to Truth FM.
Yeah, good morning to you. How are you doing, Chef?
Good. Isn't that Dr. Ifosa, right?
Yes, Dr. Efosa Aigbe.
Wonderful. Okay, so just tell a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, good morning to you again. Good morning to the peaceful citizens of Liberia. I'm Dr. Aigbe Efosa from Gomez Institute of Medical Sciences, located at Sophie community by the beach side, Congo Town, Morovia. I'm a medical doctor, a medical officer, currently practicing at James Hospital. I'm a general practitioner also.
Okay, that's so good. All right, so the Gomez Institute of Medical Sciences indeed. Tell us about your scope of operation and what you guys do exactly at your health center.
Okay, Gomez Institute of Medical Sciences does a lot of broad spectrum of health coverage. And to this effect, we have doctors covering these health sectors. We have doctors covering the pediatric area for children,
Mhm.
internal medicine. We have a cardiologist. We have surgeons on ground. We have obstetrics and gynecologists. We have ENT doctors. We have medical officers on ground at James Hospitals.
Mhm.
We cover 24-hour service at the facility, and we run from Monday to Sunday, 7 days a week. We also do inpatient and outpatient services at the facility.
Mhm.
Outpatient services, patients come from every part of the country to our facility for treatment. Inpatient services, where we admit patients and take proper good care of them. We
Mhm.
have accommodable rooms for our patients. Private rooms are there, semi-private rooms we have general ward. We also have a functional theater where our surgeons do their job. We also have a well-equipped laboratory where we do broad spectrum of investigations as wide as pathology. We do DNA tests, we do microscopic culture and sensitivities, and other um, blood chemistries like liver function tests, kidney tests. Or we do a variety of tests in our lab, and our lab results usually do not take long. Our lab result comes out as soon as the results are done. We also have very good and equipped pharmacy
Okay.
that have affordable drugs from most of them are from Europe and Indian, based on patients' preference. Some patients prefer Indian medications, others prefer the European medications. Our medicines are well preserved in an air-cool environment. We also do vaccination for our children.
Okay. Do you have some machine there to when it comes to a machine to diagnose sicknesses or diseases in the body?
Exactly. We have lots of machines where we used to diagnose our patients. We have an ultrasound machine which we use to make some important diagnoses.
Hmm.
We even have a ventilator in our facility. All our beds are well equipped with bedside monitors that does a lot of function for our patients, checking the blood pressure at the same time, the pulse, the oxygen level. It does a lot of things, including the ECG monitoring of the patient. We have uh, machines in the lab that we can use to do uh, pathologic staining and microscopic analysis also.
Okay. All right. Good. So let's go into our talking point. Live a healthy life. Uh, yeah. So I know there are so many steps or so many reasons you want to share with us this morning how to live a healthy life. First, begin with to maintain a healthy weight, doing regular exercise, 45 minutes to 1 hour breaks walk every day. How can I do that?
Okay, living a healthy life is one of the things the hospital, James Hospital, has decided to do for the Liberian people,
Mm.
because for you to be healthy, that means you are wealthy. A healthy man is a wealthy man. So we want the peaceful citizens of Liberia to be healthy. So we've decided to come out to the media house today to enlighten our citizens to see how best they can live a healthy life. I hope we're going to be having more of these sections subsequently because we have a lot of packages which we cannot be able to squeeze in the shortest possible time we were given.
Mhm.
But we're going to give a little bit of preamble. Then subsequently, we may start to enlighten them in details in subsequent presentations. But basically, for now, there are specific things people need to do in order for them to live a healthy life. One of them is trying to maintain a healthy weight. Maintaining a healthy weight means that you have to indulge in some mild to moderate exercise. When we say mild to moderate exercise, we say at least you do an aerobic exercise, which means you walking, or you jog, or you run, or you skip. Any exercise that will involve the legs
Okay.
is more better to live a healthy life rather than to gym. The gym type is good, but it's not for aerobic activity. It doesn't really maintain your cardiovascular integrity. Other factors that we may also consider when living a healthy life include salt intake, especially for those people that are in the elderly age group. The more salt you take in, the more you start to have cardiovascular compromises and chances for your blood pressure to climb up. So it's always advisable that people try to restrict the salt in their diet. For those that are hypertensive, specifically those that have high blood pressure, it's advisable for them to stay away from salt.
Okay, Dad. Before moving forward, just keywords. You know, I would like to throw light on and just briefly tell us. Many times we hear people talking about the bricks walk. You know, sometimes do 1 2 hours bricks walk every day. So bricks walk. Yeah, I just want you to give us a little bit. Yeah, to go in depth with it.
Okay, like I said previously, we're going to be going into in depth in most of these things we are going to be talking about subsequently because
Mhm.
we may not have the time to go way in depth. Okay, but brisk walk means that you're going to walk very fast. It's like you're walking faster than the normal walk.
Okay.
Yes, walking faster than the normal walk for those that cannot jog, because there are a lot of people that have medical conditions, they
Hmm.
cannot jog. We can encourage them to do brisk walk at least 1 hour a day for at least an average of 4 times a week is adequate for them.
Okay. All right. So let's move. Another one avoid smoking.
Yes, smoking is another very dangerous aspect of life which people are indulging now, especially some tobacco smoking. It has a very negative health implication to our system. Smoking directly by the person is on one side, and secondary smoking is on the other side. Secondary smoking means that somebody is sitting or standing right by you that is smoking. Those people are more predisposed to having health issues because they inhale the smoke directly
Hmm.
from the one you puff out. Unlike the persons that inhale the smoke directly from the filter, at least
Okay.
they have some filter. So avoiding smoking is one of the most important things that could help people, especially with heart problem or medical conditions, to prevent complications of their problems. For those that are not smoking, it's better for them not to smoke. For those that are smoking, it's better for them to stop smoking.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You
Uh,
also talk about someone should drink a lot of water.
Exactly. Water is another very important component of our life. Ideally, we
Mm,
tell an average adult to drink up to at least 3 liters of water a day or more. If possible, you drink more water a day. The less of water you drink a day, the more problems patient people may experience with their kidneys because one of the ingredients the kidney use to function is water. So if you drink less water, you have chances of developing kidney problems, kidney stones, kidney injuries. So we encourage people to drink a lot of water every day, but preferably during the day. We want people to stop drinking at night. When you drink at night, most of the time you
mm-mm.
don't get good sleep. You have to wake up, you go urinate, you have to wake up, you go urinate. At the end of the day, yeah, you will not have a good sleep. So we
Okay.
advise people to always stop drinking at least 2 hours before bedtime, and it's always encouraged to empty the urinary bladder before going to bed, so
You
that
said when they would drink 2 hours before.
you stop drinking at least 2 hours before going to bed.
Okay.
Yes, yes, you stop drinking and you empty your bladder before sleeping at night, so that at least before the bladder gets filled up, you've had some good sleep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So you also talk about sugar, right?
Yes, 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 especially for those that are diabetic.
Mm-hmm.
Sugar can come in the form of raw sugar or in the form of carbohydrate diets, especially food like yams, the edibles, the rice, the breads. These are carbohydrate diet. High intake of this carbohydrate diet increases the chances of people developing some diabetic issues, including drinking of soft drinks too. Most of them have very high levels of sugar. So for those that will want to take sugar, especially the elderly people, that means you must be ready to burn down the sugar. You must be
Mm-hmm.
ready to do some exercise. If you take the sugar, you don't burn them down, they accumulate in the body and start to embarrass the tissues and the body cells.
Okay. Do you guys provide the consultancy there at the government uh, medical center?
Exactly. We provide consultancy to cover virtually all specialties, like I've said before, including pediatrics for baby, obstetrics and gynecology for the big belly people, internal medicine for people that have medical conditions like diabetes, hypertension, stroke,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and most of majority of these medical problems that are around here. Okay, so we also provide counseling for our patients too, especially those that will require counseling apart from the treatment.
Okay. Wonderful. Is there any ways or means to avoid drinking alcohol?
Yes, like I always said, I have never seen any benefit of drinking alcohol, and I've been asking people to tell me the benefit of drinking alcohol. One of the best way to live a healthy life is to avoid drinking alcohol. Alcohol has a lot of negative implications to the health, to the system, as compared to the positive implication. Alcohol has a direct effect on your liver. It can damage the liver. It has a direct effect on your kidneys. It can also disturb the neuromuscular system, especially the brain and the muscles. You know,
Mm,
so alcohol is not good for the system. We encourage people to avoid drinking alcohol, especially those of them that have medical conditions.
okay, that's good. Especially those that have medical condition, avoid drinking alcohol. So we'll go back to the eating aspect. Sometimes we say we have to we eat maybe heavy food in the morning hour, the afternoon. Sometimes want to eat light food in the evening, maybe at night time. So this food eating issue that yeah, especially in the day or night or afternoon.
Yes, you've rightly said it. You've said it rightly. The best time to eat is during the day, in the morning specifically,
Mm-hmm.
because there's what we call cortisol in the body. It rises up in the early hours of the morning down to around 11 to 12. During this time, the body's metabolic activities are very high. And for you to power the body system, you need glucose, you need energy, you need strength. For you to get this strength, you get it through food. So So the best time for you to eat is in the morning, so that during this time you are running around, you have enough glucose to.
Mm-hmm.
Most time people get home, they sit on the table, they eat, they go to their bed, they lie down. They're not doing any active work. So for those that eat at night, the chances for you to breach the number one law, which is maintaining a healthy life,
Mm-hmm.
a healthy weight, will be there, because you eat and sleep, you eat and lay down, the calories will store back, the calories will build up. There will be no time for you to break them down. So you see that at the end of the day, people that eat late at night, they
Okay.
tend to increase their weight or they tend to add their weight. So preferably at night, we prefer, or in the evenings, we prefer people to eat more of fruits, more of vegetables, more of peas like peanuts, ground peas, more of those ones in the evenings as compared to in the morning. The heavy diet should go to the morning. Then the light diet should go to the evenings.
Okay, that's a good. That if folks are come from the Gomex Institute of Medical Science, since it did this morning with us on now the Truth Breakfast Show on the Friday edition, right here, sitting on the first segment, we're discussing on how to live a healthy life. So this morning, he's sharing this platform with us. This one, Omar, I think it just feel immature. This one good for me because when it comes to sleep.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. You said what? Which is why I sleep about 6 hours every night because at 1 p.m. and at 3 p.m. to take a nap. That's the time ready. I can want to go relax. Yeah.
Okay, yes. Sleep is one of the very important ingredients in the health sector, in your health, in your body.
Mhm.
Depriving your body from sleep tends to break down the system. For people that don't have adequate sleep at night, in the morning you tend to look fatigued, you tend to look tired,
Yeah.
it slows down your day activity. So we encourage people to sleep at least 6 hours every night. For those that will have the time, there's what we call siesta, napping around 45 minutes averagely. If you can get that in the afternoon between 1 and 3, that will be perfect. A nap can help reduce blood pressure by 50%. Though the sleep is going to be a little bit of challenge because of this phone everybody is carrying up and down now. You see people with their phone on their bed by 9 p.m., by 1 a.m. in the morning, they are still with their phone.
Hmm.
They want to sleep by 1:32 and they expect to wake up by 5 o'clock or 5:30 to rush to work. It's
Hmm.
not possible. It's not possible. So we expect people to drop their phones, put their phones off, put it on silence, and go to bed and get at least 6 hours sleep.
Okay. Based on our sleep, indeed. Okay, so let's look at the protein aspect. You talk about limit intake of high protein. And so many food or meal, I see junk food, eggs and other stuff, red meat. Can you just throw light on it for us?
Yes, I tell people that sometimes you get to a particular age, you have the money, you see the food, and you will not be able to eat them because at that point, what you eat will determine your health status.
At certain age now.
At certain age, as you get older, there
Hmm.
are some things you have to limit, especially high protein and fatty diets. For those in the elderly range above 50 years, things like red meat, the chicken yolk, egg yolk, you know, chicken skin, junk foods, red oil, butter, pizzas, processed meats, sausages. All these are high calorie diets, and they are not good for people that are in the elderly age group, especially, but they are good for children. For those in the elderly group, we prefer you eat more of dry meat, dry fish, bony, cow
Hmm.
skin, crepes, if you like, fish, make you to live a healthy life.
Okay, make you to live a healthy life, folks. So I will be because we open the line. We want to make it interactive on the first segment here this morning on the show. So let's talk about the normal routine. Yeah, when it comes to medical checkup, some of us would just go all through yeah, we do no checkup, and we just go on moving over normal activities. Mm.
All right. So for those that don't wash their hands regularly or frequently, before eating, it exposes them to a lot of infection. Regular hand washing reduces chances of picking varieties of infections. Directly or indirectly, people could infect others. For example, I use the restroom, I don't wash my hand, I come out from the restroom, I shake you. All right.
Mm.
Even if you have a good or clean hand, I shake you with my dirty hands. You pick something and you eat, you get infected. So hand washing, regular hand washing is very important. It does not mean that it must be COVID time or it must be Ebola time for us to wash hand. Regular hand washing that can go a long way to even reduce the chances of having typhoid itself. Okay. Finally, medical checkup. Medical checkup is one thing we don't do regularly in Africa. In Africa, people tend to want to wait for them to get sick before they go to the hospital. The body system is a dynamic system. It can fluctuate anytime. It can change anytime. Anything can happen anytime. And sometimes things could be happening in your system. You may not know except you go for a checkup. It's just like a car, a car owner. If you don't carry your car to the mechanics for regular checkup, you may not also get a good car at the end of the day. So for those that do proper maintenance of the car, when the car is 20 years old, it looks like a 2-year-old car.
Mm.
So for those that go for regular medical checkup, they check their cholesterol, they check their sugar, they check their kidneys, they check their liver, and they check these basic organs. They check their heart. We do your EKG, we check your heart. We make sure these things are okay. All right. If they are not okay, if we detect at the early phase, early treatment, early management will help prolong the patient's life and live a healthy life. But when people don't go for regular checkup, at the end of the day, before they realize that they have a medical condition, it's already too late.
Okay.
So for these checkups, we advise people to go with those that have medical conditions at least once every 6 months. You should go and do a routine holistic medical checkup. For those that don't have medical checkup or those in the lower age group can go at least once a year. These medical checkups can be done at Gomez Institute of Medical Health Sciences, located at Sophie Community by the beachside in Congo Town, Morovia. You are highly welcome to Gomez anytime, and we will make sure your health will be our priority.
Before we forget, so can you announce your office number before going to the line to make it interactive with the public?
Okay, so if you want to get to Jim's Hospital, hotline is 077 0 333 111. 0770 333 111. The line is on 24 hours.
The line is on 24 hours indeed, so you can now participate for those of you monitoring. Just in case you want to ask that some question, you can call us on 077 285 961. We are discussing how to live a healthy life. Indeed, this morning he comes from now the Comex Institute of Medical Science. This morning on our this show. So call us on 777 Be live here on Truth 96.1, the TBX. This morning, have Michael Firstly on the first segment 0777 Good morning, you're live. Good morning.
Yeah, actually, this girl from when I joined from college to Guinea country.
Okay, you're live. Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, let me say good morning to that. And my concern about you, this is real or what people who are eating above, if they are in a different range. What more it is doesn't that they can hear this to get them good. Thank you.
Okay. All right, red oil. So with that is concerned, 0277 The numbers to call me live on 2FM. You're live. Go ahead, your name.
Ansu, good morning.
Good morning.
And let me say a pleasant good morning to your guests. I join you from district, and there's a voice of Gabe Wilson. I'm employing your guest this morning for all of the education they are. But I have this concern. We are in a rainy season.
Mm-hmm.
And most likely during the rainy season, these are times when you have these contagious disease or diseases moving from one person to another. So I want your guest this morning to educate the public on some of those preventive measures that we can take to avoid these
Okay. The next caller 077-285961. That I hope you are taking note, please.
Yes, please.
Yeah, 077-285961. Good morning, you're alive. Go ahead. Mhm. Okay. Uh, Okay, I hope you guys too can take that the numbers. Very important. So when they leave, you can be in full contact with them. 077-285961. The numbers to call in the live this morning on the True Breakfast Show. We're discussing the health matter this morning on the first segment. 077-285961. The last caller, go ahead live. Good. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's just leave it so and leave that with the next 2 minutes to respond to some of your concern. Daddy, listen to the callers.
Yes, exactly. So the first caller, red oil. Red oil is good. It has a lot of ingredients we need for basic body metabolic activity. But at certain age group, most of these things may not be too good for us, especially the raw ones. You know, some people eat the raw red oil. All right, but there are other good substitutes for it as you age. There are agro oils, the granite oil, the castor oil. You know, these ones, the olive oil. These
Mhm.
ones can also be used as substitutes for the red oil. Even if they will eat the red oil, it should be once in a while. You know, not it's not a taboo, but at least they should skip a lot of time before you repeat eating red oil. All right.
Okay.
For the one that talked about preventive measures, especially this period of the rainy season, and it's true. During this change in weather, of course, everybody knows about climate change. This change in weather now, a lot of respiratory tract infection is very common, especially when children go to school. You know, they jump on themselves, they dance on themselves, they sneeze, they cough on themselves, they get infected, and they even bring these infections home and infect people at home. The people at home get infected, they infect them in the students going back to school. So this the infection circulates over and over again. Preventing these measures will include regular wearing of face masks, keeping good social distancing, you know. Like we said before, regular hand washing will also help prevent most of these preventable infections. We're going to discuss all these things in more details, just that we don't have much time. For
Okay.
those that the constipation and pile, they are regular things common, especially with people that don't have good habit with eating fruits and vegetables, and drinking of lots of water helps prevent constipation and pie. So the more fruits you eat, the more water you drink, the more calories, the more fibers, sorry, high fiber diets you eat, the lesser your chances of having constipation and the lesser your chances of having pie.
Okay.
Headache is a common thing. Headache, there are so many things that could cause headache. If anybody is having any issues with headache, you can as well visit us at Jim's Hospital. We do a proper evaluation for you, and if we make a good diagnosis, we do your management
Just
correctly.
announce the office number.
Okay, so if you want to get more inquiries or if you want to reach to Jim's Hospital, you call our hotline at 0770 333 0770 333 Thank
uh,
you very much. I'm Dr. Ifosa from James Hospital.
okay. That the folks are from the James Hospital indeed. You get a clear Sophie a community right there on the beach side, there where the The hospital is located. So for those of you who copy the number, you can be in full contact with the team. Thanks so much, Dai, for stopping by this morning.
Yo, I said, Chichi, my son Teddy Rat can't. You not pay your EDC bill? Yeah, Mama, like, bro, I just to buy my car. You sure? You buy it. Because send the money ask you
Starting
for
today.
yourself.
Why not have a little more fun? Why not use money this easily? Why not get even closer to family? Why not work how you've always wanted? Fun, money.
Your family members abroad need to send you money? Worry no more. Henceforth, receive your international money transfers from Europe, USA, and South Africa made via Western Union, MoneyGram, and many more directly into your Orange Money account. At Orange Money, we are family.
Husband.
So I can go, but even nice and like, but how do to die? I won't follow the traffic. Follow me like a party. Nobody can stop me. Anything you gotta touch my body, you can make me go cool.
So a little bit of entertainment on the breakfast show is a part of the show. And this is the Don Flex beat. Make me colo, colo, colo. It's Friday morning. We anticipate Assistant Minister Karisman, Pehan Reed. Make me colo.
I like to hold you tight, man. Hope you feel right, man. What do you want? Let me do. What do you do for your love? Or you do the drama? Everything I do, catapult. Your body touch my body, you can make me go cool. Make me go. Your body touch my body, you can make me go cool. This station rules the nation. Your body touch my body, you can make me go cool. Make me go. Your body touch my body, you can make me go cool. Make me go. Girl, pretty, shining bright. But many, many guys from the outside. What do you ever do to hold it tight? I won't follow the traffic. Follow me like a party. Nobody cannot stop me. Your body touch my body, you can make me go cool. Make me go cool. Your body touch my body, you can make me go cool.
Here's a nice one. Flex. Yes, Flex Beats. Yes. So shout out 9:15, 5 minutes from now. We'll connect with our guest in the studio. I mean, she always on time. She have made it on time. Always on time. We'll have Assistant Minister for International Organizations, Minister of Foreign Affairs. Well, Minister Karisman Pierre Henry will be about very, very shortly in 5 minutes from now. So, on the last segment of the Truth Breakfast Show, 96.1. But this is my own killings right now. This one. Yeah, this one. Before we bring on Minister Red. Coming up shortly. Yes, this bang, bang, bang. Also, I don't know what's your taste for this one, but this is actually trending on TikTok. Hold on. Yeah, I may forced to go through. You need to do a slide for this one. Bang, 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 bang.
Bang, 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 bang.
What happened? Bang, 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 bang.
It's like this song trying to put you in your music album.
No.
For the man says that.
I'm just a fan of it. Yes, I like it sincerely. Yes, most definitely. It's a very good piece of music. I'm seeing a lot of folks blanking with it on TikTok. If a video will hit, trust me, it will come definitely through TikTok. So Ben, good morning to all of you celebrating your birthday. Those graduated on tomorrow from the Cottontown Graduate School. Congratulations. Yeah, a lot of to our veteran word. Yes, congratulations. You're coming out. Martin Hayes graduated on tomorrow. Congratulations to Fredika Fayad. Congratulations, Clinton graduate, man. Yes, busy day in Bon County on tomorrow.
Who is supporting today? The European?
The Euro?
Yeah.
Okay. Portugal.
Portugal.
Yeah, but the league's open with Germany and Scotland tonight.
It's not looking possible.
Yeah, in the meantime, I will share Portugal in the Euros. Just one team. Then the Copa America. So goodbye to a boring weekend. The weekend has been so boring. You know, those of us who love the soccer game. I'm going to have a busy weekend now, starting from today. Yes. Great, folks. Here's the Breakfast Show 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia. My name is O'Neill. Yes, let's see if we can link up with our guest this morning. She one person who was making it time. She reminded me of Councilor Tewon Gongolo. Council, if I cancel, you'll come 30 minutes ahead of time. Yes, and there are some other guests who, while the show is on, 5, 10, 15 minutes of the time going already, they'll be running, coming. Yeah, so let's see if we can link up with our guest this morning on the TBS. Thank you so much. Yes, in the midst of all I will do, country first. This country belongs to every one of us. So love your country. No one else will love your country more than your very self. Yes, so let's link up with Charisma Minister. Yes, it's a privilege. It's a privilege to have her on air with me this morning. Good morning to you, Mr. Charisma.
Good morning, O'Neill. Can you hear me?
Very loud and clear. How you doing this morning?
I'm okay. It's been a while since I've been back here.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Congratulations, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
How is it?
So far, so good. We are trying to balance our feet. So getting adjusted to the new environment, the workings, the protocols, and it's a good thing. Diplomacy is beautiful.
It's a diplomat don't talk too much. Yeah, but you just go upon with a good word.
Exactly.
When the appointment came from our president, my president, Liberia President Boyka, they mentioned Kerry, Honorable Charisma Payment Red, Assistant Minister for International Organization. You talk to the social media. I didn't know you was that so popular.
Sometimes with the little things we do, we don't pay attention to those little things. But the people do pay attention to those little things. So we realize that we have been navigating the right path. And even though we have our flaws, yes, no one is perfect, but the people seem to appreciate our little efforts we make in our little ways.
Great. So this invitation is all about leadership, and we have a very young society. All right. We don't have many garden counselors, even at university level. So I've invited her this morning to just look at the importance of leadership. Yes, it's something very key for our country, and we need it in all sectors. Thanks for accepting my invitation this morning.
Oh, you're welcome, Oni, and I'm also honored to be here with you this morning.
Okay.
You know, you're one of those that supported me a lot when I was contesting and districting our election that just passed a couple of months back. And I was here like a couple of times. We had to be selling out our platform.
You felt disappointed you didn't win the election?
No, you remember I told you sometimes you lose the win. And in a career path, you have to understand that there are waves that takes you to sometimes a far better space than what you're actually looking at. So you have to be open-minded. That's also a part of leadership. So in leadership, you have to have an open mind. You have to embrace situations as it comes. You have to be a visionary. You have to have a mind to understand that, okay, if this part doesn't work, what's the best I can take from this part to go forward? How can I empower myself more? So you can't just limit yourself to a specific task. So based on that, you grow far than your expectations. And also, it's not always good to have a certain level of expectation or a specific thing,
Okay.
but also have
Now,
to
when you
be.
when you get it, it will break you down for good.
Yes, when you get, you don't have to. So, okay, I'm contesting. This is what I want, but is this what the people want now? So you also have to ask yourself, be able to ask yourself the question, okay, I can contest. Let's see if this is what the people want now. If they decide otherwise, I have a plan A, plan B. I can still impact lives. It's not the only way you can impact life, but
When the results was coming out, I guess you look onto the social media, you look into your war room, you took a deep breath. Where I fought a good fight. Well, that's it.
yes, because I had pool washers in all the pooling centers. So I actually received my results very early
Okay.
that morning, and my team and I work on the results. And immediately, I think it was at 8 in the morning, I congratulated Honorable Yeke Koluba at the time.
Okay.
Yeah, because in contesting, you also have to have a level of discipline.
And you got good number of votes as well.
Not really,
Not
because
really.
yeah, again, I was
I mean, you
supporting the
got
team.
you have votes.
Not really.
Not really.
People who needed to vote for me voted for Yeke
Okay.
because we were supporting the same candidate. So Yeke was supporting the rescue train.
It
I
was
was
something I'll
supporting
never
the rescue.
forget in Minister Charisma.
Yes.
Our president, my president, he was seen with the current district leader, went to put his hand up, and he was still part of the team. I was like, what's going on?
That's leadership direction. You have to know what you want.
Okay.
So what I wanted at the time was to support the rescue mission, and I went for it. So even though I did not win my district, but I still won because the Liberian people won.
Okay. Great. Let's move on. Let's look at the importance of leader. Who do we look for as a leader in every sector? I remember back then, an undergraduate, I had a mentor, Professor Richmond Anderson. Then when I started to do graduate school, Professor Thomas Kidder. I mean, what do we look for as a leader? The importance of leadership. Let's talk about it a little bit.
So leadership starts with you being at home, your environment, where you grow up, the things you see, the people around you do. It starts with your parents or your guardians because some people are not opportune to have um, their parents in their lives to grow up with. Some people are born orphans at a particular time. Some people, parents get killed, they lose their loved ones at a very early age. So they have guardians, people who take them in, take care of them. Sometimes the aunties, the uncles, sometimes a total stranger. So it starts with you wherever you find yourself, whether with your biological parents or guardian or a relative. So leadership starts with you taking initiative at home. For example, washing the dishes, knowing that you cannot sleep in diet. When you wake up, you have to fix your bed. You have to keep your house clean. You have to clean the room. So the first step of leadership is with yourself. So for you to be able to have a level of understanding on the line of leadership or to have mentees, you as an individual have to be willing.
Okay.
So you start by improving yourself, understanding the little basic things. Someone will say, oh, why is washing dishes part of leadership? It is because you are taking initiative. In leadership, you take initiative to get things done.
Does it affect all sectors? So when I say all sectors, maybe the motorcyclists, the tricycles, where you have a leader who will stand up and say, well, our leader have spoken. Let's listen. Do we have it in our country?
Yes,
Maybe in the market, the market women association whatsoever. Let's look at it indeed.
yes, because it starts, like I said, Odin, it starts at home. When your parents talk, you talk back to them.
The old man talk, you talk.
Talk back to
If you
her.
talk A, you go to R.
Yes. So you're not going to be a listening leader until you can pass that. So, for example, you find yourself after you grow up with that kind of in that kind of environment where you don't listen to your parents, and then you find yourself in a situation where, say, for example, you are part of a organization where it's the market women, for example, right? and you are not used to listening to anyone because when your parents spoke back then, you have something to always say. So whenever your leader speak, you feel like you're not supposed to take instructions.
Okay, yeah,
Wow.
yeah. One, thanks again for stopping by this morning, Minister. I'm still running after your giveaway. Anytime you drop it, yeah, I always honor your post. Yeah, for the giveaway. But before going to this question, let me respond to my question concerning when it comes to what do you believe are the most important qualities of our social leaders. Before we respond to it, I want to talk a little bit about the district when it comes to reconciling the people of district. You now are assistant minister, and then you have your Kelly Copen who won again.
So let me put it this way. My appearance here this morning
Yes.
is totally
Yeah,
non-political,
yeah,
Yeah.
and I am part of the executive branch of government.
mm-hmm.
I'm not going to be discussing anything that has to do with politics, but again, to the people of District 10, I love you. As I am from District 10, and they have a leader, Honorable Yeke Kaluba. I believe that he's going to do well so that he will work with his people. And he has the ability and capabilities to unite the district. So I wish the district well as well. In my little week where with some of the things as an individual can contribute to, like I normally do in society, I'm going to continue doing what can do to help my people in any way I can as an individual. Yeah. So and so far that's it.
Okay, so asking, what do you believe are the most important qualities of a successful leader?
So firstly, a leader should be someone who listens.
Mhm.
A leader should be someone who is willing to learn. And a leader should be someone who is eager to learn. Willing and eager is two different things.
Okay, willing,
Yes,
eager to learn.
two different things because you will be willing to learn, but you don't have that the zeal
Okay.
to go for it. Today you must say, okay, I want to be a journalist, and then you come and when you say, okay, I see you has the potential. Let me give you a slot. And you start after 2 weeks, you can barely come back to the station. So that energy is not there. You don't have that zeal to push what you actually want to do. The willingness is there, but the eagerness is not there to actually help you achieve that. And then you have to be persistent in whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Persistence gives you the result you need. You should always have an agenda. You spell out your goal as a leader and your objectives, what you want to achieve, your time frame of what you want to achieve at in the next 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, what you want to see yourself, how do you intend to get this done? And most importantly, you have to be resilient. Leadership doesn't come by bread and butter or ice and on
There are some people who say that the leader is so soft or he's an active leader. How do you compare that? He's soft, his leadership style is cool.
You can be calm and you can be very calm because a leader you have to be calm. In being calm, you cannot be you can be aggressive, you can be intolerant. You have to be tolerant as a leader.
Okay.
Because as a leader, like I said, first step in being a leader, you must be a listening leader, meaning you should be able to listen to your team.
A listening leader.
Yes, you must be someone who can listen. You should be able to sit and listen to what others have to say, analyze what people say, not just when someone wants to speak, you cut them off. If you cannot listen, you cannot learn. If you can't listen, you cannot learn. You make the same mistakes consistently.
Let's look at our challenge society. Do we have role models? Back then, people would say, well, I want to be the next Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. She's my role model. In all aspects of society, I'm not hearing it any longer.
Let me say,
do we still have such?
Of course, let me put it. I'm one of those who look up to the former president, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. She has been one of my biggest role models because, see, in Africa back then, women didn't even have the right to vote. Even Liberia, back then was only men in through our history that had the rights to vote. So it took a lot of negotiation to bring the women on the table.
I'm not hearing the children nowadays saying, "Well, I want to be the next charisma. I want to be the next president. I want to be this person's my role model." I'm not hearing that. It's the feeling away from the entire country.
I don't think so. I think that people are getting to that point where they see people who they want to walk in their shoes because they follow you, they understand your struggle. Like now we have an open environment where you have the digital environment playing a very key role in a point where people follow what you do, how you are being bullied, how you are being maltreated, how people respond to you both negatively and positively on social media.
Okay.
And then they see how resilient you are and where you come from and how you arrive to where you are. So I believe a lot of people want to achieve things and they see how it is done. So, and we have a lot of positive role model, like the current president, President Joseph Yuma Boakai. He should serve as a serious role model for many young people in this country or many or grown-ups in this country because that resilience, that consistency, that persistency that he came with, sitting for 12 years by the side of Madame Sirleaf as vice president, never giving up. And then after that, he contested for the presidency. And he didn't say, okay, because I expected my people to actually choose me over all. And at that point in time, he wasn't successful. He didn't say, I would turn my back on my people. He did not. He's still there until he became successful because he believed that there's a change that we should make and Liberia should be rescued. So there is a lot of persistence. You see the level of persistence. You see the resilience within that. It's not just about presidency. It's about any career path.
Maybe politics have messed up the whole country. Let's roll back a little bit. Back in high school, you have career days. You know, it's that 12th grader, trying to come up. You have if you want to be a banker, someone will come for the bank and motivate you. Want to be a journalist, so it's a catch now. I'm still here thinking because the kids are growing up. I'm not hearing it. I respond to very fair note.
So
A role model.
I think you have a part to play in this. So I think it would be a good
I'm not
thing.
hearing I'll be the next one, New Rebels. How many points I'm here saying it? Growing up, I'll say, well, I want to be the next Hammerberg.
Yeah, but
see that?
a lot of the people these days are young folks that follow some of us. They don't have the access to the media. Like when we were coming up, it was easier to just get up on the media, one day and say, "Oh, I want to be this person."
Okay.
Like I want to be the next Ellen Johnson Sirleaf of Liberia. It's my dream.
And Ellen was former president.
Yes.
So you won't be the next Ellen president.
I say I want to be the next Madam Ellen Johnson.
A very big
shoes.
A very big one.
I want to be someone who the young people can look up to. It's not just about a specific seat, but about the kind of change you can make in society wherever you find yourself.
Let me take it to your real mother. You have seen her one-to-one. When you look into her face, what did she say to you?
I was actually my first time meeting her, and I froze completely.
Okay.
Yes.
Why is he your real mother? And you can pick up from there. Take it from where to start.
It was myself. I couldn't even introduce myself.
Wow.
Yes, so
you for your own role model.
Yes, so
okay.
So imagine it happening to me.
Imagine
what happens to other people who see us as role models.
Okay.
So someone then they see you, they are even afraid to walk to you, to even speak to you, to even talk to you. They don't know how your response going to be like. What are you going to embrace them? What are you going to talk to them? Or if they're going to even have the ability to even introduce themselves, or what are they going to get embarrassed? Someone cannot even sit.
I said they get couldn't say a word to her.
Yeah, I froze. It was my second time.
Okay.
When I was a bit free, and it was at Madame Sirleaf's house when I was able to have a conversation. Yes, at least at that time, I felt like I was I was more welcome. I've met her before, but it was a very short conversation. when I met her the first time, my name is Karishma. I'm contesting district number 10.
Okay.
She said you are contesting against
Your heart caught
yeah,
immediately.
yeah, my heart just got boom. She said you have
Yes.
a very tough competitor.
Your role
But
model talking.
yes, I
Okay.
wish you all the best.
All the best.
And then I told her I would like to have a one-on-one conversation. I like to tap into your knowledge
That's a
to
nice
see
one.
where you come from, how you did it, what are some of the strategies you use. And she said, make the arrangement, come to my office, so, and make the arrangement, and then I follow up on that. So it's a beautiful thing to actually have someone as a role model and meet them in person.
Let's bring this back a little bit. I mean, lots of appearance results. How can we roll back the years and have such a thing? You know, politics now have killed the whole country. It's a very sad thing. The next generation coming up.
What do you need? A motivational show.
A motivational show.
Yeah, you can help in that direction. You bring people who are role models. Yeah, people who are actually doing exceptionally well in society.
Okay.
You choose your guests.
Okay.
And they come on. It don't have to be every day, but at least maybe once a week.
Okay.
And you can have them on to do the motivations. You can talk about different styles of leadership. You can speak about intelligence, because in being a leader and want to be, you have to be emotionally intelligent. You have to understand other people's emotions as they understand yours. So emotional intelligence plays a very key role. Some people have the ability to lead, but they don't understand how to express their emotions and how to understand other people's emotions. So most of the time, when they are supposed to achieve something, that comes in the way and they won't achieve it. Because whenever you misinterpret other people's emotions, you will understand things in a different perspective for yourself. And you analyze, we are going to analyze in a negative way that maybe this person don't like me, or maybe this person is not here to support me, or maybe this person is not going to work with me. So if you can just give people the opportunity for you to be able to see through them based on who they are, not based on what others tell you. So emotional intelligence plays a very key role for that.
Okay.
Instead of you, someone just come in and say, "Oh, do you know who is O'Neill? O'Neill is a bad person. O'Neill, if you work with O'Neill, O'Neill will undermine you, and O'Neill will overshine you. O'Neill will do." Instead of that, work with O'Neill. Start working with O'Neill. Understands O'Neill's deficiency, his strength, and how you both can collaborate and push each other. Why? Because there might be a strength that O'Neill has you don't have. And you can even use that to even promote yourself through O'Neill.
That's so wonderful. Minister, how can a leader handle failure and setback?
Failure is one of the key components in leadership and growth that a lot of people don't know. Without failure, you cannot succeed. It's like you cannot succeed without failure.
Meaning when you fall down, you should get up.
Yeah, because if you don't fail, meaning you are doing things wrong.
Okay.
You must fail to succeed. Even the greatest scientists, the greatest leaders, entrepreneurs, they did not do it one time and succeeded. Even the owner of Facebook today, he tried many times.
Let's go to our market mind then. Yes. I want you to break it down in all aspects. All right. This is how mom decided to sell her little coal. At the end of the day, the rain messed the whole thing up. She didn't see no profit. How can you motivate such person? The small business.
Okay, so for our mothers, our sisters who are into doing the little small business, the first step is having that courage to even start up. Whether you are doing your core business in front of the house, also be able to manage what you do. Don't be in haste to run somewhere and leave your market and think other people are gonna look at it the way you're supposed to look at it.
Manage what you do.
Yes, monitor what you do, manage it.
Manage it well.
So even if it's a small business to you, it's small, but it's very essential to you because that's why you put your energy into it. Because it's important. That's why you invested. Even if you feel like you invested $500 or 1,000, that's what you can afford.
Okay.
That's a lot of money, and it should worth that amount of energy. So in doing that, you must be able to manage what you do. If you will leave your market for any reason and you cannot anticipate whether it's going to rain or it's going to shine after the next hour, you should have someone you trust to be in that space that will protect your investment while you are away. So you can just send it to your next market colleague and say, I'm running to town. I will be back in 1 hour. Please look at my market for me.
The person will sell the same thing you're doing.
You are selling.
Okay.
You really don't understand the level that you both are on competition.
So you're selling the same iron core.
Yes.
Yeah, iron core. And say, please look at my core. I'm running to come back.
So if rain comes down, that person could do it intentionally and say, oh, I want to use the bathroom. And before I came back, it was already raining. I'm so sorry. You can't do anything about it. So the best thing to do is always make sure that when you are into a business, even if it's a one-man business, bring someone on board that you can trust, train them, that if you are not there, they are there. And don't let people to work for you for free. No matter how small the business is, you must compensate people. Because when people are being compensated, they are dedicated.
This one goes really for the old man in the market.
Yes, when people are compensated, even if you're paying that person $100 a day, or if you're giving it whatever you can afford, and that person finally agrees to work for you, meaning they are getting certain level of compensation. They are not coming for free. They will be dedicated to do the work and to protect your business as well.
Great. Let's move on to decision making. Many times, even world leaders struggle on lots of decision making. In terms of decision making, the top decision making, maybe if I'm going to make the decision, it's going to be the best interest for my small business, or it's going to affect others. How do you make decision as a leader?
In making decision, you have to look at the kind of decision you are about to make and how many lives can that decision impact, or how many lives that decision can destroy. So based on that analysis, there are certain decisions you know that if you make that decision today, people are not really going to be happy with you, but it's going to impact the entire country positively when it's achieved.
Okay.
And because of that, there are some decisions that must be taken for the country to develop.
The tough one.
Yes. A leader will always have to make tough decisions. That's what makes you a leader. In the interest of your country, not selfish interest, not for yourself. You're not going to be making a decision because you want to build a house for yourself, so you're going to take somebody else's land. No. For example, when we say vision, your decision comes with the vision you have for your country as a leader, or for your people as a leader. So coming into that perspective, I will use 2 countries that actually developed that were very poor. Dubai, very poor. They had nothing.
Dubai. Okay.
2,000 plus years ago, Dubai was nothing. It was a wetland. Dubai was a wetland where they used, what they had there back then was camels. There was absolutely nothing. Qatar was the poorest country on earth.
One of the richest now.
Yes. So the vision of the past president of Dubai, the vision was where he wanted to see his country. It was not where he wanted to see himself. The kind of platform he can put down, how he can make his country more accessible to the international world or community. How can he open it up to the world for people to come in? How can he make money?
Okay.
How can he invest? So in that process of them finding oil into Dubai, there are countries in Africa that has oil.
Okay.
But we are not developed because the vision. We are fighting among ourselves.
We have oil more than even Dubai.
Exactly.
Yes. But still.
So we are fighting, yes, among ourselves in Africa, because the vision is different. The vision is the key component of how a leader wants to achieve or certain things in leadership. You must have a vision. As a leader, if you don't have a vision, you are not a leader.
Okay.
Meaning you are a follower. Anybody do anything, you're going to follow them. It's okay for you. And one of the things that destroys most of our leader is self-interest.
Self-interest.
Yes.
Okay.
We want everything for ourselves. It's about us. We might treat people that even work with us. For example, you're sitting in an office that have multiple travels.
And
you cannot be at 2 places at the same time, even on any case scenario. But you have staff that you can send, that you can recommend to go and proxy for you. But you will prefer that opportunity to waste because you believe that you are the only one, because you are sitting as a minister or an assistant minister or deputy minister or director or manager should go for that program. While you can utilize the ability to grow your team,
So
to empower them and impact them. So self gain is one of the things that they show, because at the end of the day, you leave and your team is not empowered.
So this brings me also to honesty. Just a couple of days ago, I was around the ELW Junction Belt, and this individual decided to give free helmet all to the motorcyclists. So my team and I was watching. People want to go one. The same price you go for one, you go again, another one, you go again. It's like taking more than what you just take one helmet and leave. So honesty also plays.
So you also have to understand, only like when I said before, I said leadership starts at home. All of these things starts right in the home. These are things that we encourage from our children. Sometimes we say out of love. The child will take something that doesn't belong to them. And we say, okay, it's out of love. You are actually destroying your future because you are not putting discipline into perspective. So these things happen because of the level of, which of course we cannot dispute, is the level of poverty within Africa. People can bear it. Like when people started wearing helmet in Liberia just recently, since the executive order from the president. So you realize that people have been running around on bikes in a very unsafe manner and have no understanding of the damage that it could cause them. While other countries have implemented them, and we're very excited that at least at this time, President Joseph Yuma Bwaka has seen the need to protect our people, because some people might not see it as protection, but it's protecting the lives of all motorbikes. Because for the fact that you are on a bike and you have your helmet on, it's a life-saving moment for you.
Yes, sir.
Safety comes first. The money you have in a bike when you are riding, one mistake without a helmet on and you fall into an accident, that money will leave behind, someone else will enjoy it while your family goes to bury you. Or you become paralyzed, or you become crippled. You sit at home and you can't do anything for yourself. So these are things that our people, sometimes we are not educated to, because sometimes the messages, we don't get them out there for people to know the importance of safety at times. So it all starts like that. Honesty is one of our biggest issues. It's not just with the commoners, even with our leaders. Honesty. Sometimes, yes, we are not honest with ourselves. You must be honest with yourself to teach other people honesty.
Maybe there is no system. If we just park a bus right now, instead of people standing in a queue to go into the bus, almost everybody will just want to go at once. Maybe it goes along with system.
Yeah, but if you start it little by little, consistently, like I said, consistency plays a key role in everything. If you started today with people coming online for the first week, second week, 1 year, 2 years, it becomes a system. Like if you go to Finna, when the buses come there for the students, you see everybody online. You know you have to be on the line to get into the bus. I don't attend the school there, but I've watched it because I went there for 1 or 2 programs before. And I saw that as something very beautiful, even though it's where they are standing, there is no bus area covering them where they can stand for shade, or if it's raining, everybody gonna go head to scatter.
For shelter.
Yeah, but it's a great process to see that level of progress, to see our students following instructions, being online, and and as the bus come, everybody just walking when the bus fill, you see the other people stand back and wait for the next bus. So it can happen, but it will take time for us to get there. First thing, the conversation about honesty has to come up. We have to talk about it, O'Neill. You play a key role to that as well.
Okay, you keep mentioning me.
Yeah. You play a
very key role. The member of the fourth estate play a very key role in all of this. because
So,
you people are the
mm-hmm,
ones that take the messages
mm-hmm.
out there. You people are the one that speak about the good, about the bad, that tells the people what needs to be done. So these are things that should be also discussed.
So jokingly, I lecture at the Stars University. So at one of my lecture series, one of the students put a hand up. I said, "Why is it, Prof?" I said, "Go ahead, just say what new." He said, "No, Prof. I think you taking a side in our election." I said, "No, the role of the journalists, we should be independent, bring the people on and ask you why, why."
Exactly.
Yeah. So I said, "Oh, you listen?" I said, "Yeah, but you're teaching us, so we do."
You see,
Yeah. So
exactly.
yeah.
So a lot of
Mhm,
people,
mhm.
because of the way our media runs in the country, right? A lot of people have not really gotten a full understanding that as a journalist, you are not supposed to be involved in politics on the line of taking sides.
Mhm.
You are supposed to be an open-minded body where you can hear from both parties, you can analyze the situations, you can be able to give your own point of view on the both situations or whatever that pop up, but you cannot take sides. But we have had situations where journalists have taken sides. So the public follow them consistently on the radio, and they call themselves critical journalism.
Hmm.
Yes, so they put it in that way when they want to take side. They say I'm being critical. You understand? So you can still be critical, but you don't have to take sides.
The gatekeeper of society.
Yes.
Yes, great. So we haven't. Let's look at the lines activated. It's about 11 minutes up to 10 o'clock. Well, her name is Honorable Charisman Pierhan Red, Assistant Minister of Foreign Affairs, International Organizations, live with us on the Truth Breakfast Show, putting lots of knowledge out this morning. Yes, guys, Frank Mayan say, she is very eloquent. These are some of the comments on the True Breakfast Show page. Yes, let's get the lines activated. 07777 285 96. Well, we're talking about leadership. Don't mix politics with it this morning. Let's talk about leadership, role models. I'm not seeing many in our country.
Mhm.
Yes, I'm not seeing many in our country. It's all about leadership this morning. 07777 285 961 0770 Go ahead, and if you have some questions, I'll make an import this morning right here on the TBS this morning. Yes, in the midst of all what we do, I mean, country first.
A country first, indeed. Minister, tell us, you provide an example of a time when you demonstrated strong leadership abilities.
Oh, one of that has to do with when I was contesting.
Mhm.
So a lot of people have that notion that when you're contesting against someone, then the two of you should be enemies.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mhm.
You should be
should be
enemy.
enemies. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So I exhibit a very
Like
perfect,
in a brand where you and I may not get
me
it.
and nobody. Yeah,
Young
they say me
Gelly.
and this person
Mhm.
get it. So
Uh-huh.
Yake was actually one of my closest person, even though we were contesting for the same seat.
Mhm.
I gave him a high level of respect as a colleague.
And your supporter said, no, you shouldn't get it.
Yes, but it's which is not part of my leadership ability.
Uh-huh.
I believe that everybody should be respected because tomorrow I might be in his position and I need to be respected.
Most
Okay.
definitely.
Yes, so
Yes, let's flip the lines out. The phones are ringing randomly. Good morning. Yeah, go ahead. Yes, let's do a minute. Go ahead. Mm. Thank you. Thank you. 777 285 96 Let's get more calls on the line. Good morning. Caller, you live. Let's hear your name. Go ahead. Go ahead. Morning. Please be open for our online listeners to hear you. So that diploma, I don't want force her to yeah come up. Yeah, she won't have all the time. Yeah, thank you. Honestly, to not sponsor, you go change file, the person won't take off 50 from there and get you have money. Yeah, let's see what the lines are hot. Good morning. Morning, please be audible. Go ahead.
Show on the radio. But you are almost 30 years ago. I've noticed is that motivation can change society and it changes society tremendously. I say I'm a medical consultant, but I don't do medicine now in hospital. Where you found mentors, as you are saying, is less than 4 minutes. Let's give an example how much
All right. Yes. God be with you also. Thank you. Have a great weekend. Let's see if we can get this phone call because of time. I know the calls are still coming in. Yes, this person, good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to your I appreciate I think you're well in the I want to go to question for her. I have a question for her. I want to ask her what is she doing in order to prepare her to be the because that I was just I'm very motivation because in order for them to want to because it's not the thing that was happening. Because some of them have trained her and if somebody was actually encourage them to put in place more in order to in both girls ministry.
Okay. Thank you. Beautiful question. Let's pick our last quarter. Yes. There's this big news I want to ask her about LeBron enroll on the international scene quickly. Good morning. Morning. Yes. Morning. You're right. I'm not getting the energy from you. Please, I don't want to let you go. Well, I have some. Okay, don't bring politics here. Yeah, let me go. Yes. So it's 4 minutes up to 10 o'clock. Yes. Minister Charisma, let's use 2 minutes. Then we'll go to this international story coming up. Yes.
Okay, so
you
let
respond.
me answer to the question I was just thrown out just now. Firstly, I will be launching my mentorship program. It's called Karishma Pelham Rad Mentorship Initiative. I hope when it's roll out, we can have a lot of. We're going to start small because we want it to be unique and people to learn. So probably we'll start with the first 150 persons. Yes, and it's
Okay.
going to be a every year thing. I'm going to try my best to see how I can improve it. And I'm going to be calling on all my colleagues, especially number one is my friend and brother and colleague, Oni Roberts. He will be speaking from the journalist point of view and also speaking
Well, my
from the
invitation right there.
leadership. Yes.
Yeah.
Point of view. So,
Your
you
whole
know,
package will be
the
ready for you
whole
already.
package, yes. So
Okay.
we will be speaking from that point of view to let people understand the power in journalism, because we want people to have the idea of expanding that knowledge, not just going to university and just doing management accounting. You have so many you can do. Even people that study physics, chemistry, mathematics, not to limit yourself and think that you're just going to be a classroom teacher. There's a
Okay.
lot to be done with those degrees. And there's a lot of international organizations that you are very important in, that you become an asset in when you have those degrees. So we will also be doing all of those education there, where we can have a knowledge based foundation where people can choose the right career path as well, because we see that most of our young people, they don't know where to go, so they just follow peer pressure. My friend is doing management, I go do management. And at the end of the day, they end up in one ticketing area to do ticketing. You are interested in ticketing, you go for ticketing. So just an example for that. And then for our young girls for our young girls that we find out there, we're gonna, when Odin launch his motivational show, trust me, I'm gonna be one of his guests as well,
Okay.
where we can be on the radio sometimes to talk and see how we can convince our people as well. And in any way we can help in different initiative with different organizations to see how we can get some of our girls from on the street. We'll be behind the scene, and we will be able to support those kinds of initiative as well, to make sure that our girls are safe. And only today is the day of the
The
African
African
child.
child, yes.
I would just like to send a shout out to everybody and to every child out there that I I I want you to prioritize your education.
Okay.
You are the future leader of our country, no matter what age you are right now, or no matter what situation you find yourself in. You are as important as we are to this society. Kindly prioritize your education, beat the challenges, fight it, don't just sit back and watch. And you can become a president tomorrow, vice president or minister. You can become a journalist. You can become a Oni Roberts. You can become a Karishma tomorrow. You can become a Madame Sirleaf. You can become a Edwin Snow. You can become Yomli Kanga tomorrow. And the list go on. You can become
The Musa Ability Bay Bridges.
a Musa Belete tomorrow. You can become a Lai Belete tomorrow as well. You can become
and so on and so on. When you
I don't want to miss my minister. You can become a Dewey Gray tomorrow.
Okay, Minister Dewey Gray.
Dewey Gray.
Minister Sarah Besselo Yanti.
Sarah Besselo Yanti, who is currently the Minister of Foreign Affairs. Proper. So we have young women. We have the different gaps in between, and that there is so much space for you to come and close those gaps in. So please prioritize your education.
Great. So before you go, let me just break this news. It's a big one. The government of Liberia, this is the minister proper. I want you to listen. They'll ask all the question of Liberia role in international scene. Minister Charisma have been appointed to play a major role in it. Here is Minister Sarah Besselo yesterday.
For return to the Security Council non-permanent seat. Nigeria is officially vying for that seat for the term 2026-2027. We have put in place a campaign team. The structure of the campaign team is that I chair the campaign steering committee along with the executive minister in May, as well as the Research and Institute DG, as well as the permanent reps we have at EU and the United Nations as a steering committee. On the steering committee, we have a campaign team that includes a team here in Liberia, a team at EU, ECOWAS, and the UN. I would like to ask Commissioner Kalanga and Philip and Chandra for Commissioner is the chair of the team. Sila is the co-chair of the team, and Charlotte is the member. And I'm proud to say that one woman of Liberia. Thank you for that.
Wow, and I also give you a applause for that. Yes.
I get clap for myself, right?
yes, that's a nice one. Congratulations. Chair on, is it a home-based team? Liberians listen now. When you say the home-based team, what is that?
It's the Liberia team.
Okay, the
They're the
Liberian
foreign
team.
ministry team from here.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be coordinating with all our colleagues from the permanent mission, from the AU, from ECOWAS, to make sure that Liberia gets her seat as the non-permanent member on the United Nations Security Council for the first time in the history of Liberia.
Wow.
The election is going to be here next year, June, which is June 2025. And the seat we are going for, the period is 2026, 2027.
Okay.
So that period runs from January 1st, 2026. I mean, 2000, yes.
2025, 2026?
Yes, 2026, 2027.
Okay, 2026, 2027.
Yes.
Okay. Great. Congratulations. So as you close up, in the final word, I take leave of you this morning.
Only first, I want to say thank you for having me, and I want to leave a short and small advice for my young people out there today.
Okay.
Find yourself a mentor. Be willing to learn. If you don't have one, Oni is available.
Oh, I have a communication background.
I'm available as well. Sometimes it's tough. Our jobs cannot permit us to be 100% visible because we have to make sure we deliver for you, the people of Liberia. Get yourself a mentor. It can be anybody that you see a certain level of a picture of who you want to be, that level of leadership that you want to see in yourself, someone you want to learn from, someone you think that can make an impact in your life. Don't be shy to ask and don't be shy to learn. You will learn until you die. Starts to read. Reading is one of the a key component in enhancing your knowledge daily. Read, go online. You have free books. We are lucky that we have a digital environment where you can go on YouTube and you can say how to become a good leader. They will show you components you can read.
Sure.
Just open your mind to read more. What am I doing wrong? How can I improve my emotional intelligence? How can I improve my tolerance level? How can I sit there if someone says something really bad to me and just smile and say okay and walk away without reacting, to control my anger level, all of that. So you have to be able to read. These things don't happen by magic, but it can be enhanced and you can become a better person and a better leader.
Yes. The voice of Assistant Minister Charisma Payment Red us up this morning. So much energy in talking about being a good leader. Thank you so much. You've been serving breakfast since this week. So going for our weekend break.
Yes, yeah. Thanks. Yeah, from Monday to Friday.
Yeah, good rest.
Yeah, been wonderful, man. Yeah.
We'll be back on a Monday morning. In the midst of all, love your country more. My name is O'Neill. Have a blessed weekend. Bye-bye.